Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We are going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do the usual disclaimers, in the description box, if you are unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, in there you're going to find all the pertinent links. Please, in particular, take note of the article written by NeuroClastic, a small non for profit started by autistics for autistics. In it, they interviewed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's so called behavior modification program. The Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read that article so much. They threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit. They did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic refused, so you know the drill. Please read the article, share it on all your social media. Also included is NeuroClastic's public statement in regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding just in case the JRC actually sees through with their threat. All right, folks. Trigger warning one. When we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center and Agape Boarding School for Boys, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please go ahead and use the headphones. Trigger warning 2, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously parental supervision is very much advised. All right, folks, where we left off. More importantly, these measures to limit use of the device to a specific subpopulation in no way reduce or eliminate the risks posed by the ESDs, and the commenter does not argue they do. Thank you. Exactly. And I would like to add, it doesn't matter if it's only being used to a subpopulation or not. That means, JRC, you are targeting a specific type of autistic. If you look at the track record of those they forced to wear the GED, a good majority of those folks are people of color. Subpopulation indeed. Interesting choice of words. Even if the measures were effective, they would merely limit the number of vulnerable individuals exposed to the risks. But the risks don't go away simply because there's fewer people using the device. Okay? The fact of the matter is, no one should be on the device. Nobody should be sleep deprived, and nobody should be starved, especially not a growing child. That is their most important time of development. You are risking all kinds of hell if that's what you do to that age group. Those individuals will still be exposed to the same risks as if there would be in the absence of such measures. Rather than showing risk mitigation, the commenter's statements about limiting exposed population provide support for the severity of the risks. For the love of God. This is one of the things I hate the most about the Kool-Aid drinkers from the JRC. They do one of two things. Well, they do multiple things. You're not like my child. Bullshit, I'm not, Karen. I was your child. So many years ago, but I am a result of what proper supports being put in place can look like. Okay? But anyways, the whole it's an argument that doesn't make sense. We're talking about the safety of using the device. It doesn't matter if it was a single individual using that device, that single individual is going to be up for those risks. So, like the FDA is saying here, We don't understand how this is an argument in regards to what the risks are. Nor do people like me agree that it should be used at all. You get where I'm going, right? Sorry, it's been a ridiculously long day. Essentially, there are other ways to reducing the risk, all right? They're going to be exposed. As the commenter claims the device are low risk, measures would not be needed. Thus, the use of measures reduce the risks, even as reliance on such measure tends to confirm the severity of the risks. This is risks versus rewards, right? These parents are going to argue that nothing else works. This is the only thing that's going to help their kids, right? They will attack. I mean, attack viciously anybody who opposes that idea. All right? Because they believe that the torture, the abuse, the suffering, and their pain of their child is all worth it because now they'll be normal and isn't that so much better? I'd rather be shot. I would literally rather be shot. You have no idea. All you're getting is a kid that masks. And if they don't mask successfully enough, well, then we have to use extreme measures sometimes. And you don't understand. You've never had the bars on the windows. I did not. But I've been in those homes and I've spoken with those parents. And I am still here to tell you that using abuse as a means to control your child, because that's what's happening here, so that you can get what you want and damn the consequences is how our entire country right now is what it is. Whole bunch of Karens demanding, well, as long as I get mine. Meanwhile, we have to pay the price. Going to close out on that. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do tend to get removed from time to time. So, folks, you know the drill. Please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I appreciate your time. And as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I'll see you again in a few minutes.